So anyway, it talked to you about some kind of confusion that happened with some ideological characters, and to see if their imaginal constructs can be revised somewhat to help them. So um, there's a situation where, just like you'd imagine a story where there's a farmhouse with a shepherd in there, also known as a farmer, and a paddock full of sheep. And outside of the paddock full of sheep, there's a forest with some walls in it. And of course, up the road is the slaughterhouse. Okay, so in our cute little tale of of fluffy little sheepies, and they're so adorable. Okay, the purpose of the farming might be overlooked if you aren't familiar with farming practices, unless it's a farm that specifically collects wool and doesn't, have lamb chops or mutton chops or whatever. Um, it's basically a case of, well, the farmer and the shepherd is taking them for a ride. Okay, the sheep are in the paddock and they're grazing on their grass, and they think they have a good shepherd. The wolves don't seem to get them, and that grass is pretty fucking tasty, and they're going to die one day anyway. Hopefully, the farmer and the shepherd is going to help them ensure they have a good life and a good death, and their afterlife will be better. Sadly, though, their afterlife is as your dinner. So, that raises some interesting ideological and imaginal construct concerns, doesn't it? Already right there. At this point, there's no rules. It's just the ordinary farming processes. Now, of course, if they were a really good shepherd, then they wouldn't be taking the sheep to the slaughterhouse. They'd just be, dipping them in the sheep dip, taking them to the shed, getting out the shears, going click, go to shears, boys, click, click, click. Okay, want to make it sound Aussie? What about with his hands, move, quick. Okay, fucking hell, man, that shit's boring. Anyway, okay, it's supposed to be in a classic Australian song, and it's like, no. Anyway, okay, it is a classic Australian song. Shaz has got some big tits and doesn't know where they are. He's been grabbing them all day long in his motor car. They went down to the servo to grab a packet of chips, but all Dazza could do was grab Shaz's tits, Shaz's tits, Shaz's tits, Shaz's tits. Anyway, Dazza grabbed Shaz's tits, and then they went out to the pub. They had $2, which they bought some counter grub. Of course, it's in the 40s, when $2 got you that far. Oh, wait a minute, back then. Wait a minute, back then, everything was pound sterling. And so, to ignore the currency exchange rate issue, does it grab Shaz's tits? That's more Australian. Anyway, rude limericks, poorly articulated. Anyway, so back to the story, okay? So, where did the wolves come into it? Daz is the wolf, okay? Because he's hunting Shaz's titties. And when she doesn't want to be grabbed out of the paddock by the titties, she hides amongst the veggies, the grass in the paddock, and goes, no, they wouldn't have count on me. I don't want to have lots of green bean grass. Yum, 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 yum. No, Dazza, no, go away. And Dazza goes, but little sheep, let me in. Nobody here of my woolly chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll eat your titties then. Yum, 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 yum. And Shazza goes, That's a very rude way to do a mastectomy. Anyway, so what's the point of making crude jokes associated with that? Is because you understand everyone out and just this eye contact thing. Anyway, just have to look away. Fugly old mate doesn't like to look at her own body. So, what happens there is there is a predatory component to male dating behaviour, and the Lord is thy shepherd; thou shalt not want. He'll lead you to green pastures. There's a lot of people that don't buy that that's actually a protective ward, considering the whole fucking point is to take him to the slaughterhouse. No, it's just a metaphor for, like, you know, when you die, like, you can't help it, you die, like, he'll look after you when you're alive. He's making money off you when you go to the slaughterhouse. That's the point of his business. But you'll have a good afterlife. Like, seriously, you'll go live with the Lord in his stomach. In his stomach. Okay? Okay, can you Christians out there please listen to this? Okay? The Lord is thy shepherd, thou shalt not want. He leads you to green pastures. And then he slaughters you and eats you. He's fattening you up to eat you. Why are you worshipping something that wants to keep you enslaved in a paddock and then kill you and eat you? Then why do you turn around and say that the son of this Lord character, the Jesus fictional character, okay, is there to save you from the harvester of souls, the devil that kills, the reaper, when he's supposed to be the God incarnate? Wait, he is the Lord? He's the one that's keeping you in a paddock and he's taken to the slaughterhouse and killing you and then eating you, is he? So if you're a Christian, it means Jesus ate you. Now you maggot stupid cunts who turned around and thought that Donald Trump was the Messiah or Jesus or something like that. Why do you want Donald Trump to eat you? Are you fucking stupid? You just said you want Donald Trump to salvage your fucking soul. You stupid MAGA idiots. Think, boo-boo, think. You're worse than Dazza and Shazza. Holy fucking crap, man. It should be so obvious, just that. Should make it fucking obvious that the Jesus character in the story is not the good guy. He is the next incarnation of the dickhead who takes you from a paddock that he's kept you in to enslave you and fatten you so he could kill you and eat you later. Why would you want that? And meanwhile, you got to worry about the wolves, do you? In case you leave the paddock, you might get eaten by the wolves. Well, okay. As someone once said, amazingly, it was one of them American founding fathers, you know, the ones that kept people in paddocks, you know, slaves. What was it? If you would trade your freedom for a little bit of security, you will deserve both and get neither. So why then you stupid fucking assholes spread that fucking shit everywhere else? And just as we're finally getting rid of it, you elect the fucking dumb fucking Dummkopf Trump and his fucking pack of tech bro fucking assholes. Do you think the R-Trans-Heaven agenda might want to harvest people maybe? Do you think maybe they use the Masons as the harvesters for the Christians? Have you ever considered that Masonry is a branch of Christianity that harvests the fucking Christians who are stupid enough to fucking be part of that fucking cult? Go on. Go look at some of the Masonic videos about the persecution of the Masons in fucking Europe during World War II. They'll show you a lodge, and the lodge has a picture of an angry-looking man eating a cross. Now, if you all think the Spirit of Christ lives within you, you're probably already fucking harvested. And if you don't, okay, then you might want to take that as a symbol of the Masons eat the Christians. On behalf of the Lord. So now they've got this AI transhuman fucking thing where they want to turn everyone into fucking cyborgs, do they? Or animal cyborgs or whatever they're fucking into. Are the Masons the wolves? And the good shepherd is the one that keep you in the paddock? Oi, are you forgetting that a sheep was once a wild animal and doesn't have to go near either of them? Like the world's a bit bigger than that? Maybe you've heard of a slaughterhouse and a shepherd and a wolf now, and you could avoid all of them. Maybe that would be smart, wouldn't it? That would be smart, wouldn't it? Oh, okay then. But no, the wolves are the Jews, are they? Because Jesus was a Jew? Oh, they were in anti-Semitic territory. Oh, wait. Hang on. It was in the Old Testament that had that phrase, didn't they? About the Lord is thy shepherd. But hang on a second. The Old Testament isn't Jewish. It's Roman. That's not the Torah or the Talmud. So, yeah. If you're gonna have bad-mouthed Jews, you might want to do direct quotes of the Talmud or the Torah rather than the Holy Bible. So it's a really strange thing, isn't it, that these geometric Masons go around and do some weird number craft and say, we got it from the Hebrew alphabet and Hebrew numbers, and therefore, if we apply it to the Bible, it shows this. And, it's like, it's not even in Hebrew. It's literally in modern English after being back translated from several different versions of English, and before that Latin, and before that Aramaic and Greek. That's what they reckon. Okay? That's what they reckon. But if you actually look at some of the language in there, it looks like it was particularly Gideon's Bible, it looks like it was written in the 1950s. Like every so often someone is changing one word here and there to make it appear like something. And someone set up with the Gideons in the 1950s. So that in the 1960s and 70s, some born Denican dickhead would pretend fucking Ezekiel was abducted by aliens or some crap. Okay? Don't buy any of their fucking lies. European culture and Mesopotamian culture, and by extension American culture, is just a way to fucking kill you. Okay, it's a murder cult. It's a death cult. If you reject that, then you'll have a real Messiah. You'll save the world. Have nothing to do with any of them, including the New Age movement. They are so few which are branches of the same, and Wicca, and Scientology as well. Fuck you.